Hi, Mike Brookfield here. So I just recorded last night actually the Jazz Etude number 11. It was pretty late last night when I got a half decent take of it, so I just kind of went to bed, and I'm doing the talk part this morning. So yeah, it was a really tough one. I mean, the whole idea about these things was to get me practicing again, but for it to be progressive and that all the pieces got gradually harder over time. And this one is definitely been the hardest, one of the hardest probably to get down. They've all been hard to a certain degree because they've had different concepts being explored, and that's the whole thing. This is really about kind of like saying, all stock licks out of the room, not allowed to play anything I've played before or anything that just comes natural. It's really about exploring new sounds, new lines, new patterns, exploring kind of harmony that you don't naturally play as a guitar player. So some people might kind of listen to it and go, that's just a little bit kind of mad, but that's the point. It's really about exploration, and you might come up with a little gem every now and then, go, yeah, I could use that. That's really quite easy to apply, and it's a sound I don't hear other people doing. So there's absolutely no blues content at all, so I study enough blues anyway, so it's nice to kind of fragment up my kind of practice into kind of different styles for different purposes, but when it comes down to playing and doing a gig, I just let it flow. And I play blues kind of naturally, but some of these things, these harmonic things, can kind of come out as well. And you hear that sometimes when you listen to guys like Eric Gales and guitar players who use really interesting sounds in their playing. It's not really all stock pentatonic and that. So yeah, enjoying this. This is number 11, so it's the penultimate one. I think I'm going to do 12 of these, so I'm looking forward to getting through the next one, the 12th one, and then just running them. I've been running them, and I just spend 5 minutes a day on each one. I run it twice, maybe pick a lick and take it around the cycle of 5, and I spend 5 minutes on each one, and so it's a serious hour workout, and afterwards you feel like you've got Hulk hands, So it's a very concentrated sense of practice. A lot of elements going in. You're reading, exploring harmony, unusual fingerings. There's a lot piled in together, and I'm a great believer in that, in trying to incorporate as many things as possible into kind of one practice theme. And I do that with my students, because you can't possibly you can't say, right, we're going to do scales, and then we're going to do chords, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. You'd have a list of about 20 things to kind of go through, so you've got to try and bundle them up together. So you've only got like 3 things maximum when you're practicing. So anyway, I'd say I hope you enjoy it, but it's not really about that. I hope you find it interesting. Jazz Etude number 11. Okay, keep it burning. I'll speak to you soon.